What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Top 5 at 5. Today's guest is the man himself, Mr. Turtle Chris.
How's it going?
TC?
What's up?
How y'all doing today?
We're doing
So
great.
we're doing the top 5 at 5, dude, and we put you to the test to go through your entire collection and tell us what your 5 favorite figures are right now.
In 30 minutes.
Yes.
Well, it was hard picking any of them out. I mean, it's like asking favorite children. What do you keep or whatever?
So everyone knows that you like turtles, obviously. But what other lines? Is it just a few, or are you kind of an all-over collector?
Mainly, I first started collecting video games. Is like really my main thing. NES, Super NES, all the classics. Especially the NES, I've got about 28 left to go for a full set.
Out of how many?
I've been doing that. How many? Let's see here. 677 license releases.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you have how many left again?
28.
Woo!
I've been working on that for like 25 years.
Jeez, dude. Since it came out, except not really, because it's been so long since it came out.
Yeah.
But like 25 years ago, it wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was very easy to get them 25 years ago for just nothing. Nobody wanted them.
Yeah.
But yeah, about 28 to go. I'm no hurry. If I find them, in the wild for a good price, I'll get them. But eventually, I might get back and try to finish them off sometime.
Gotcha.
One thing that I envy about you, Chris, is your patience with collecting, because you do have patience as a collector. I can see it. I see it as you hunt. I've been to shows with you. You've came to Back Alley Toys, our toy store, and you have patience. So that's I envy that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got to have patience with some of this stuff. There's just so much stuff I want to get, so it's like, when it comes in to the stores or whatever, or a turn-up at a show, and it's just really whatever I find at the time. Be nice to complete some sets eventually, but I got tons of years left to do that.
Right. So I saw it was the first time I went to your place, and I went inside your toy room, and dude, it's from bottom to top stacked full of video games. He's got his video game wall, he has his turtle wall, he's got his Motu wall, and look at all that behind him, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got that is dude, that is insane. We got to do a tour. We got to do a tour.
Yeah,
we got to.
Yeah, eventually I want to get everything cleaned up. I got a lot of mess I'm still sorting through here,
dude. We all do. A collection room is never really set, and then you get it set for like a day, and you're like, "Oh, I'm so organized." And then you want one to hunt, and it's completely destroyed again.
Oh yeah. Check this out. This is the Motu. Quick glance at it. Still under construction.
Yeah, that was the room. We got to put some lighting in there.
To
swing back through. But that was an area that you took a picture of it at one point and posted on your Instagram. And what's your Instagram?
Yeah, where can people
my
find
Instagram is at TurtleChris82, and just a bunch of pictures of the collection, certain figures I like. I try a little bit of toy photography, but it's really just a mix of everything.
Yeah,
mainly turtles.
But that one room, your Motu area, when you first took a picture of it, I was like, what kind of room is that? Because like I could see the scale of the figures, and then I could see like the bottom, and then I could see the ceiling. And I was like, what kind of little baby room are we dealing with right now? And then so I hit you up, and like, I don't think it came through the first time. And then I was like, no, but like, where in your house is that? And then you said it was a dry bar. So you converted a dry bar area into a nice collection cubby, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the room is actually half of the den area. So the bookcases Am I doing that right? Yeah, there it goes. Bookcases actually form the wall, and then we put a door up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then so the dry bar area just happened to be right there. And I figure it's a good little area. You know, you put some shelving up and turn into like a figure shrine, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Created an extra room.
Definitely
Right on, dude.
me when I walked in. That was crazy. So yeah, let's start with your top 5 figures of all time. I know this was a difficult task.
Yeah, very. So
What?
I just went through some that kind of represent, stuff I like. The first one I picked out was the.
So this is number 5, or do they go in any particular order?
I'll say this is number 5.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get used to this. Where the camera is here. Okay, let's put him up there. So my 5th pick was the NECA NES Jason.
Good
I'm
pick,
a huge
dude.
NES fan. I really do like the Friday the 13th game. And when they announced they were making a figure, I was like, yeah, I have to get that. It's not the exclusive that they put out, but a year later they actually put these out in stores. They kind of changed the mask a little bit. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, I gotta grab that. It just great, Nintendo merchandise. You got them too? Yep.
Got him right there.
I have mine at Back Alley because I just haven't set it up yet, but I had that version and I also had the reaction. I've since moved on from the reaction one of it. But I think it's a reaction figure. But that reaction figure alone is like an $80 piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I have is that the NECA that comes in the box when you open it up? Yeah.
Yeah, I have it opens up, yeah, you hear a little tune.
Uh-huh.
And I still have the box and everything packed away, but this guy's always been displayed since I got him. I think that came out about 8 years ago.
So I got mine probably like 2 years ago, and it was already so high that I couldn't open it. But I take that back. Like, it was one of those things, like, it is high in value. And the sound part is one of the things that I love, like, about the box.
Yeah.
And I have the game. I think it's the only remaining game that I have from my Super Nintendo collection. I've since kind of moved on because I just wasn't playing them and I got into other stuff. So it was like, let me turn this into that type of thing. But I kept that one.
Yeah.
But I picked up mine at North Dallas Toy Show when it was at its older location, and I got a stupid deal on it because it wasn't even like a stupid deal that I was trying to get. It's like, but one of the things I really liked about the figure was the singing part, And I went to a booth, and you guys know how dark North Dallas Toy Show is. Like, there's not a lot of lightings in the room, especially at the old location in that one room. So it was at a booth in like a dark corner, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it works. It's he's like selling me on it and stuff." And then he opens it and nothing. And he's like, "Oh man, I thought it worked, but I guess I'll just take friggin' $35 for it or whatever." I was like, "All right, dude."
There you go.
And because I was like, I'll buy it for the figure at that point. And then I got home and I opened it, but I have the lighting in my house and it starts singing because this thing is light activated. The sound is light activated.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's my fun story with that figure that I got. It was like I was so excited, dude. When it like,
$35 2 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. I was convinced it was like a knockoff version of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find any knockoff versions of it, so I don't think that they went like as far as making them.
Yeah.
But good pick, dude.
Great pick, dude.
Yeah,
what's number 4?
All these. So number 4 is actually another NECA, another old one. I've had this guy for probably over 10 years. So Castlevania is one of my favorite game series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Symphony of the Night. So when these were out, I had to get Alucard.
Oh, that's a spicy meatball right there too.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, those NECA Castlevania figs.
I have the Simon and the Dracula as well, but Yeah, the Alucard one always just stood out.
When did they come out?
I believe it was about 2010.
Was it 10?
Oh,
Was it
wow,
early?
yeah.
I remember seeing them. They were in stores. Like there used to be a store called like Sam Goody around here.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the only place.
Yeah, we
I
know
ever
Sam
saw
Goody,
him.
dude.
Yeah.
That's a
I
mall
used to work
store.
at Sam Goody.
Oh, nice.
That was a store that
I
was
actually got
kind of
him
typical.
offline for like 18 bucks.
Oh, nice.
You said what?
Him and Simon.
Oh, you picked them both up online for $18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
the
said
Dracula
something.
one I got for like $4 or whatever at Sam Goody. They were clearancing them out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I want the other guys of this. And there's another one that was like the Succubus. I never could find her though for a
Mm-hmm.
good price. And like you said, I think they went up like $100.
Yeah, we saw them at the G.I. Joe show this past summer.
Yeah.
They're like, what, 85 a piece, I think?
Yeah, they wanted some crazy money.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, that's really cool, man.
so it was a great figure. All the accessories they come with, if you know NECA, they always pack in a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
you get like all the items and.
Now, do you keep your boxes? I mean, I already know the answer, but
certain ones I do, like
Yeah.
the gatefold ones I keep. These are long gone. The
Yeah.
blister, I just want to cut them open, put them on the shelf. But
Mhm.
if it's a really cool box or special edition, I will keep it.
Nice.
That's kind of how I've like really only resorted to vintage box keeping.
Mhm.
Like the Joker van from the Toy Biz line that I got. I kept that box because I couldn't find a complete van, so I kept that one. And now I keep really, I think only my Hot Toys boxes. But for a while, I kept everything. And then I was like, dude,
Yes. Too much, man.
It gets up there. I my closet's full of them. That's just the folding boxes alone. I mean,
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I'm looking at 4 figures like of that line: Simon, Succubus, Dracula, and Alucard.
Yep.
$435 for the 4 figures.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Dang.
Woof. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Simon's
is crazy.
180 bones.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's early NECA, man.
Very early NECA. Yeah.
Cool.
What you got? Number 3.
So number 3, I recently just got this guy, and I think Craig, you were there when I got him. It was the Classics Merman.
Oh yeah.
I love these Classics lines. Expensive figures, but got a really good deal for him complete. $60 at Retro Expo.
Yeah.
And
that's the day you were finding everything. Like,
that is the day.
Me and Eric was like, what's going on with this guy? Like, sniffing out the deals. Which is like, every time we turn around, look what I got for $1. And it was just like complete 18 vintage figures. It was crazy.
Dude,
and that was like 2 minutes into the show. Just
yeah.
You know, I think I got that plush raft the same day too.
You did.
The last one. Yeah.
Because that video I made was all about your finds because I didn't find crap.
That's so funny. That is a juicy piece. Did they make a blue version of that? Like a really blue one?
Yep. Yeah. Was that the DC?
Yeah, actually, this is
the
original.
That is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got him last year. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Really good deal on this guy, $35.
Wow, yeah.
Toy Stash.
Mm-hmm.
He's missing his sword. I got the trident from Classics with him, but very good condition.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. I like that blue a lot.
Yeah, that blue pops. Which 2-pack, DC 2-pack does he come with? Who's the other character? Was it Aquaman?
Aquaman.
Yeah. That was a cool crossover.
Yeah, that's a $100 2-pack right there. I pulled it up when you first started doing that. That's how I knew about the blue one. But that crossover, like you just said, Craig, was so cool.
It was, man. I think I had the Lex, and that's it from that entire line. I used to have them boxed, but I think I got rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the Merman. I saw one in package one time, and then just that. But I've never seen the other figures.
Yeah.
I see them pop up in Facebook groups every so often. Like, it seems like there's a certain area of the Northeast that has a bunch of them, because like all my buddies from the Northeast, like they're always slinging them in their auctions.
Nice.
I don't know why, or rhyme or reason. It's just probably a coincidence within that circle.
Mm-hmm.
But that was when I first found out that they were even a thing, because I was like, what is going on? I didn't like figure crossovers confused me for a while. And now I'm like, oh, they do it with everything. Like Turtles
Yeah.
literally have a crossover with anything like 80s-ish, you know?
They still haven't done a Motu crossover.
Haven't.
There was some leaks from a planned comic, I think a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the official artwork, but it never came to be.
No.
I wonder why.
Yeah, that's really weird. It's like the two biggest properties from the 80s, like toy properties, and they haven't done it yet.
I could only imagine it's just like because like one was kind of designed to compete with the other in a sense, maybe.
Yeah,
You know?
I can see that.
Or
Could
like, yeah, I have no idea. I'm just like thinking off the top of my head, but like it's because it's like you got Motu guys, you got Team and T guys, and then you have guys that are both. But some are very hard one way or the other.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But I don't know. There's a lot of us that love both of them, and it's like for me, it's really hard. Like which one I love Turtles the most, but like it's Motu's right there, man. That's my childhood.
Yeah,
It's been fun
I had
to,
so many
get
Motu.
into it.
What's that?
I was saying it's been fun getting into the Motu. I still love the Turtles over them.
Yeah.
But it's just Motu's just addicting to collect.
Yeah.
What about when you were younger?
I'm sorry.
I said, what about when you were younger? Did you?
When I was younger,
Yeah.
I watched Motu. Probably had a figure, one or two figures here or there.
Uh-huh.
I vaguely remember having a Thunder Punch He-Man, and I remember it sparking or something, and then it disappeared from my parents. I didn't like that too much. That was very early memories.
Speaking of Motu, like you have the complete Masterverse line. Is that correct? So
I'm working on it. I'm missing about 4 of them for my backlog.
Okay.
And then they just announced Wave 8 starting to hit the stores. So
What are you missing?
What am I missing? I'm missing the Sunman one, the CGI He-Man, and I got Battle Armor He-Man on the way. I found him on Big Bad. And what's the other one? Oh, Hero.
Okay.
Is the backlog.
He-Man's son?
Yeah. Or the one from the Revelations where they're in the pre-Eternia. Yeah, can't find them for a good price anywhere.
I don't even know any of the ones that you just said. And I thought I knew all the ones that kind of came out in that run.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
The head sculpt that's on the figure on this one's just kind of eh. I think they could have done a little better on the head sculpts.
Which one is that?
Yeah, that's a lot of complaints
movie.
on that one.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I need Skeletor. I know you found it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. Like,
but now you have that one. I bet now you're like, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
you
how
gotta get the Skeletor. I got him right here, actually. They did a really good job on him.
Yeah, he looks great. Skeletor out of the two definitely looks the best.
Yeah, I had to get them offline or online at Target. They have them.
Yeah.
Since our stores around here don't ever get anything on time.
Yeah, I found that one at a Target. The Skeletor, not the other one. But my stores lately have felt like they've been very slow to new things, which wasn't so much the case before. Like I felt like this side of Dallas was getting stuff fairly frequently, but now it's just like the same stuff.
Yeah, I feel like you guys get the stuff first for sure.
I felt like that with you guys with NECA. Like you guys got a lot of the NECA stuff before we did in Dallas, even though it's only an hour drive from here to there.
Yeah.
Because you guys would be posting stuff that I didn't even know was even coming out.
That's thanks to Turtle Chris, because he is on the phone every single day, or was at that time, calling every Target in the area. Hey, do you have these? Can you hold them? No. Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
And then if there was an extra one, he would buy it for me. So that's all thanks to Turtle Chris, man. He worked for that.
You had to be aggressive to find those.
Yeah, during that time.
They would get them in, and then either scalpers would get them.
Yep.
Or they would get like two.
Or the employees. The
employees tried
we ran into that a couple times.
Yep. But nowadays, it seems like you can walk in and find the new ones in abundance.
Yeah.
So it was a weird section because like when the original Craig just picked up like a huge lot of them. So if anyone watches this while Craig still has some available, check out his eBay or his whatnot sales.
Yeah.
But that original line that was coming out, that was like I guess a lull in collecting. Like like the community wasn't growing as much because those ones were found. Like I could see the 2-pack or the original release with the Raph and the Foot Soldier and like when they were all paired up with the bad guy, like I would know exactly where it would be at a Target, and I could go there like a week later, 2 weeks later, and it would still be it was still there. And then there was like I guess a year and a half, 2 year maybe period where it was just like you had to like be running from your car Target to Target in just hopes of finding one.
Dude, I would stand in line in the mornings. Like standing in line. That was crazy. And that's when I was
a small period though.
Yeah. I got a little bit lucky on those. The Targets that got to know me a little bit. Oh, that turtle guy. I was calling up here asking. I'd ask every time.
You grew on them.
Like, oh, do you have the NECA box in the back? And
that's awesome. So what's up next? What are we, number 3?
Yeah, speaking of NECA turtles, now this one is kind of a tie because I had a hard time.
But this is 2. This is 2, right?
Oh yeah,
there's 2.
Yeah,
this one we're on number 2 right now.
We're on 2.
I had a hard time because one I never had as a kid, but I have so much nostalgia for wanting it. It's the Mummy Raph.
Oh yeah,
it was one of my top favorite turtles of all time. And it took me finally 20 years to get one. I remember seeing them back in the day at Kmart for like, I believe they were like $2 or $3 back then.
Yeah.
For these guys. And now they're going for, I don't know, what, 200 on card or.
Oh, yeah, at least.
But then they released last year the Michelangelo Mummy.
Yeah.
Like, well, I love the original, but I love this one so much. So they're kind of for me, a 2-pack.
Right.
Why'd they do that though? You know?
I think
why'd they make Mikey the Mummy in this one?
I think Playmates was probably like, hey, y'all can do it. You just have to change up the turtles, like the characters.
Like who's who?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a lot of Playmates are not too happy with some of the other companies like Super 7 and NECA, taking away from their money, whatever. Playmates can't really even.
Or it's probably because Playmates is just going to re-release those figures. I bet we see Universal Playmates come out this year.
Dude, those will sell out though.
Oh, it'll be crazy. It'll be nuts, dude.
Those will be.
I love the detail of the NECA ones. Like I think I have all of them except the Splinter.
Mm-hmm.
But like if they did the Playmates, I don't think I have any of the re-releases. I did, and then I've since moved on. But if they did the Universal Monsters re-releases, game over, dude. I feel like
instant money,
yeah. So Playmates, chill out. Chill buy them.
Chill out. Do your own thing. Stop putting out the same turtle mold. Those new
classics.
Ultimates they got, or Elite Ninjas.
Yeah. If you do your thing and you give us the other stuff, then like we're like we'll go for it. Especially with like those ones. I'm looking at my turtle shelf over here, but like, I mean, the Universal Monsters would just be a home run in my book. I'd be all over that. There's some I really want, but they're so expensive, man.
Yeah, Creature Leo.
I need Creature Leo. I need the Mutant Raph.
Mutant, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
You have the Invisible
Mikey.
I do have Invisible Mikey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, I got Invisible Mikey for a stupid deal at one of our local shops.
Oh, how much?
$40.
Oh,
whoa.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I think whoever like, but at this point, I didn't know the difference between the values on those, but I knew what I was willing to spend on it.
Yeah.
So I saw that they gotten some Universal Monster ones, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I couldn't remember if I had one or the other. I couldn't remember at all what I had, basically. And it was like $40, and then right next to it was like, I think it was like 150, 200 for the Mummy Raph.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm not doing that, you know? So then I was like, can you get this out of the case for me? And I was like, I don't normally negotiate at toy stores, but I was buying stuff that they hadn't processed yet. So I had made an offer like, hey, will you take 65 for whatever, you know? And I'm making up numbers here, but the Mikey was like 40. And they're like, that's a blah, blah, that's like, that would be like $400 or like $300, whatever. And I'm like, oh, you have the thing. And we looked at it and he's like, oh, I thought you wanted the Mummy. I was like, no, I want the Invisible. And so I did the deal, and then I went back and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, dude, I got a stupid deal on that.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I got, man, this was 3 years ago.
This was about a year ago, too.
Yours was a year ago.
Not even, I don't think.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is.
3 years ago, Eric at Horror Freak, he got in like all the Universal Monsters carded. So I think I got Mutant Raph on card. I think it was like $60.
Oh,
yeah.
That's such a good deal, dude.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That's before,
that is literally the one that's haunting me the most.
Maybe even it was probably 4 or 5 years ago, honest. Yeah. But I got the video. It was crazy.
Those were up even 4 or 5 years ago. I paid $50 for the Mutant Raph loose with no accessories.
Mm-hmm. Now I say on card. I mean the cards beat the crap, but like still,
but still, I mean that's
man,
I don't see every day.
I always see one of the locals that sets up at all of our shows, and he's got I think the last time I saw Mutant Raph was I might have saw him at North Dallas, but like I've kind of shut my eyes to it because it's so high right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always like in a center setup of one of their booths, and like I'm always just so tempted, you know. Yeah. It's gonna be one of those ones that I'm just gonna have to be feeling crazy one day.
Yeah, he's definitely worth it. He's that whole line, especially the last.
You're an enabler, Chris. Don't you? I said you're an enabler.
Yeah. Right. Do you have an honorable mention, or do you want to go straight to number one?
Honorable mention. I really can't.
Yeah, it's too hard already.
There's so many I like. Probably a few of the lines, like I'd have to say, like the Origins line.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite things to collect right now, the Motu Origins.
Yeah, it's a fun line.
Probably some of the favorite characters from that. I mean,
it's such a good line.
Yeah.
I'm looking at because I'm actually in the process of doing like changing out my collection, and Origins, a lot of them are kind of on the hit list just because if I had to choose between having a shelf for Origins or my vintage Motu, then it's like, all right, well, vintage Motu has to win in that case, and I need to open up the shelf where I have my Origins. But there's a few of them, and then when you brought up the Merman, I was looking at my Merman Origins, and I was like, dude, such a good figure. Like I don't know if I can let this one go. Merman's funny, man. I don't know why, but I like him.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. I got the
shelf. Merman shelf.
I don't know.
Oh, you got Merman shelf.
It's got the Mondo.
Got the Mondo. Anything Merman I've been picking up. I got that picture is actually signed by the guy who does some of the artwork for Masterverse and Classics. A guy named Nate Arch. I met him at PowerCon. And like $10 he signed that picture, and that's a good background piece.
That's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man.
Are you going to do PowerCon this year?
Yep, I got them all planned to go.
Where is it this year?
August.
Columbus.
August 11th.
Columbus?
Yeah, Columbus, yeah.
Where was it last year?
Columbus. First year.
Yeah.
Because it's usually in Anaheim, but they moved it.
So it's going to be there from now on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to speak. Okay. Man, but it was in Anaheim. Disneyland, dude.
I know, dude. We went, man. We went.
I know.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, Chris, what you got for number one, man?
So number one is going to be probably my favorite action figure of all time. 34 years later. The original Michelangelo.
There you go.
1988.
No, is that one from your childhood?
No. I've had this guy over 12, 13 years, though. I bought him off of eBay way before you could go out and find this stuff in the wild. But, I still have vivid memories of watching turtles, and then we went to the grocery store, and they used to have the turtles there, and sure enough, I got attached to Mikey on the show, and it's the first one I grabbed. But, my original, sadly, got broken from making him punch too much when I was a kid, and, we didn't have the super glue or whatever to fix him, so he went away, but...
awesome,
but yeah, to me, it's like an iconic figure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
So, I guess I have a TMNT collector confession. I don't have any of the original turtles in my collection. Not one.
Dude.
Not one.
Yeah.
I from the original wave, I got the soft head Bebop and Rocksteady, but I don't have any of the turtles because it was just I'm like, if I get the original ones, I want to have the soft head ones because I don't want both, and I want to know that I had like the first ones, and I never see them.
Dude, all you have to do is holla. I got them.
Yeah, talk to us. We got you.
Yeah. No, I know that like when and that's like a like
later on
my hit list, but there are so many other things that kind of come through that hit list, and then like when you see like when your friends get lots and stuff like that, or they come across some in the wild, like we use a lot of our wild finds to fund our own collection. Like, not all the time, but sometimes, and that's what you got to do in order to get to those bigger pieces, those mutant rafts and stuff like that. So, and this is my route only in terms of a toy collector and within the toy community. I pick and choose my homie hookup like deals, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because there's so many times where I see like, all right, like for instance, Craig picks up a really awesome lot. And I'm like, dude, I need all of it. But I'm like, no, like he needs to make money off that so he can feed his collection. So let me use my homie hookup on this one piece or whatever. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, to me, that is like toy collecting community etiquette.
Yeah.
With your friends.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've never hit at a time where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start getting them. But I know once I get one, I'll probably get all of them at once. Type of deal.
Oh yeah, they're pretty easy to come across.
Yeah.
In a toy store, will have a couple of them.
Right on.
Cool. Well,
yeah, I mean, you got to get to work, so we should cycle it through.
Yeah.
Start saying our goodbyes.
Yeah.
Get going.
Cycle. Hey, Chris. So people can find you on Instagram where?
Yeah, at TurtleChris82.
And what's the website that we are currently working on? What's that called?
So our website is turtletracks.info.
Cool.
And we
I'm
also have
literally,
an
I'm
Instagram.
on it right now. I was on it when I was waiting for you guys to hop on. I was on it for like 10 minutes, clicking around and looking through everything.
Sweet.
Turtletracks.info. Everyone check it out for sure.
Mhm.
You guys got a lot of work into this sucker, dude.
We still got a lot to do.
Yeah, no,
through
for
92
sure.
and
For sure.
yeah. And I've actually kind of been slacking the past month getting the stuff up, but that's going to change. We're going to get the rest of 92's up. We got, I think, half of 93 photograph.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just still more to add. I mean,
and Dave, we're going to need some of your pieces to take pics of. For sure.
Yeah. I got you. But yeah, I mean, you guys so if anyone doesn't know, and I'm sure that they do because anybody watching this likely has followed you guys, but just in case there's somebody new, you guys are cataloging not only action figures, but merchandise, board games, anything TMT related that you can come across.
Mm-hmm.
You're throwing it up on this website. And it's kind of like, what I really love about it is like, you're kind of, whether or not you move on from this collection or you clear pieces out, like you're documenting this experience, you know? That's what I think is really cool. Also, when I was typing it in, it clicked in my head that isn't Turtle Tracks the first episode of TMT?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, the pilot episode, Turtle Tracks, the name of the episode.
Yeah.
I was like, these freaking sly dogs.
Craig came up with that one. I was like,
good.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, the like this Mikey, this is the one you'll see on the website.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much all of them are from right now, anyways. They're from our personal collections. Eventually, we're gonna need some help filling in some gaps, some of the rare stuff
for sure.
But for now, I mean, between us, we got like a ton of.
We have a ton
to work with.
Tons of stuff. So if you need help identifying pieces, accessories, what goes to what, check it out. Up until mid 93's up, and we'll be adding more. So guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. Turtle Chris, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. This was really fun, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. And then, guys, make sure you stay tuned to the Top 5 at 5 every Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Until next time, peace.
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 Better than